Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Right away, they'll change the look. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
You look at this Raiders defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Abdullah on the return. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 2nd and 10, here's Clifford. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play action. Here's Clifford. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here in Vegas. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game. And
they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Clifford. He'll find Aguara complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
They'll try and run the option.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That's good for Las Vegas.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, 56 yards.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Abdullah to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for
Packer pressure, and down he goes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
no doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo again. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Garoppolo now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A quick throw, but incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And now an audible here into something else. Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Clifford, they're going for it.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Clifford working from the gun.
He's going to go up top for the end zone.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line, and this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards to go, second down.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Runs through the contact. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
2nd and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jacobs.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Garoppolo going to stay on the field with the Raider offense. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Up the middle, Jones. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Clifford will throw it here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
Clifford throwing for it. He finds Watson complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Looking to throw, Clifford. This one swung out here to Jones.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Third down, Clifford to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On 4th down, here they go, Clifford. That's taken in by Watson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Clifford right back to the air.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Garoppolo looks to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Clifford to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. An inside give to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Play action. Here's Clifford. A check down here to Jones.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Clifford throwing on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. 73 yards.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Garoppolo to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Off the fake, here's Clifford.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Marr able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's first down.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to